NBC News sent a reporter into a Staten Island grocery store to try to figure out why there are so many Republicans in New York. And when he came across this sweet old lady, she gave him a much-needed reality check.
New York's 11th district voted for Trump by a huge margin. It includes all of Staten Island, and it feels nothing like where we came from this morning, especially here in New Dorp, where Republican Congressman Dan Donovan asked us to meet him. Why'd you want to meet at ShopRite?
Well, this is where you find out what was really on people's minds.
What does it say there? Stand for the flag, kneel for the cross.
Kneel for the cross, absolutely. And if you don't like it, go to Venezuela.
The NBC reporter kept wandering around the grocery store and was dumbfounded that so many people had original thoughts.
You think you'll go vote for the congressional election?
Oh, I will.
And what'll be the things that are on your mind the most?
Supporting my president.
Supporting your president.
Same thing. I love Donald Trump. He's great.
A lot of Democrats out here feel the same way you do.
Especially after the Kavanaugh thing. So many women that work here were outraged by that.
Really?
Yes. The way he was treated. Just the treatment.
What do you want from your congressman?
Oh my God, I would love to see a wall built. I would love to see his agenda move forward.
I'd love to see the wall built. The funny thing is, though, the average NBC viewer is probably watching these people with the same amount of astonishment as we have when we're watching CNN. These people are crazy. How could they support Trump and Brett Kavanaugh after all that we've learned? Oh, by the way, speaking of Venezuela, Teen Vogue is promoting socialism to their young, dumb, impressionable readers. Can't end poverty without ending capitalism, they say. Sorry, Teen Vogue, but you need to take that grandma's advice and go to Venezuela. The idiotic tweet links to this article, What Capitalism Is and How It Affects People. Well, let me sum it up for you real quick. It's an economic system where people who work smart and hard and don't waste their money on stupid things like the mentally enslaved masses can have a pretty good life. Speaking of moronic tweets from media companies, Hulu, the streaming service, tweeted this last night and then later deleted it because of so much ridicule. Quote, if you're dressing up for Huluween this year, this is your reminder to wear a costume that is culturally appropriate and respectful to others. Let's celebrate the holiday in a way that we can all enjoy. By the way, that's not a sarcastic tweet from an NPC parody account. They really actually posted that. If you're not familiar with what an NPC is yet, you gotta go watch yesterday's video because you're gonna absolutely love it. Oh look, there's an NPC right there.
This isn't even really about Kanye West. This is about the president sitting there, listening, nodding, laughing, calling Kanye West a smart cookie, saying Kanye West can speak for him anytime, putting on this show less than 24 hours after the worst hurricane to ever hit the Florida Panhandle.
Here's another one spewing insane liberal talking points on MSNBC.
The president is completely in the pocket of any other dictators in the world because he admires their ability to basically kill or tacitly allow the death of anybody who criticizes them. I don't think the president...
Okay, well, we don't say liberalism's a mental disorder for nothing. And that's one of the millions of reasons why nobody with a brain watches MSNBC. Or if they do, it's sort of like watching WWE wrestling. They know that it's fake and don't take it seriously. Meanwhile, actual news outlets like myself are constantly being faced with threats of censorship and mass demonetization for the most mild and reasonable criticism, like denouncing Facebook's mass censorship, like yesterday's video, which was, of course, demonetized and had to be submitted for a manual review to the YouTube moderators. And the video the day before that about Elizabeth Warren's ridiculous DNA test. And laughing at the mainstream media for losing their minds over Kanye West visiting the White House, mocking Tom Perez's Freudian slip, admitting that there are no centrist Democrats, making fun of the crazy Kavanaugh protesters or Brian Stelter, etc., etc. In fact, revenue streams are so bad for online media outlets that last year BuzzFeed was projected to take in $350 million, but only took in $280 million. And to try to make up for that extra $70 million that they want, every article on BuzzFeedNews.com is putting this little banner on the bottom. A thirsty press is essential to a free country. Agree? Help us break more news. Oh yes, let me click the start button and help BuzzFeed, which takes you to this page. Help us report to you, where they're asking for donations from $5, $10, $20, $50, or even $100. Our reporters are working around the globe to cover what you care about. breaking big stories and exposing injustices that can change lives, your support will help us report more news. Pay whatever you like. I'm not kidding. BuzzFeed is literally asking for donations. Sorry, BuzzFeed, but the only reason I would pay you is if you could promise that I would never come across another one of your stories on the internet ever again. But thanks for reminding me to tell my awesome viewers about my Patreon page, which is a way for you guys to sponsor this channel for as little as $1 a month, or as much as you want. The link is in the description below. It takes about 30 seconds to sign up, and a big thanks to everyone who already supports me through Patreon and everyone who tips me through PayPal. All you guys who support this channel by getting my shirts and my books. I couldn't do this without you. So thanks again for all your support. Appreciate it. Check back tomorrow for a new report, and I will see you soon.